What a great reception, what an incredible turnout. And I guess before we get started for this incredible event, July 13, live on the Zone, judging by the pre-sale yesterday, judging by the general sale this morning, I think we should make an official announcement that the Wells Fargo Centre is now the home of Jaron Boots Ennis, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it took me 5 years to sign this man. I remember the first meeting I had in Las Vegas. It was on Canelo, Danny Jacobs fight week. Someone said we had a chance to get Boots Ennis. Now, there's a lot of boxing people here. It's no secret that everybody's known for a very long time that this guy is the real deal. A year later, 6 months later, I said, in the end, I said, stop wasting our time. Shout out Sean Palmer and Kevin Rooney. They kept trying. And recently, we, of course, made the huge announcement that Jaron Ennis would be signing with Matchroom Boxing and DAZN. Now, this was a massive announcement for us, and the news and the ramifications that had in the world of boxing were incredible. The numbers, the excitement. Finally, he's going to get let off his leash to show the world how great he is. But the most important thing for me was to bring him home to Philadelphia, and we made it happen. Because when you have a fighter as special as this, and you have a city as great as this, and people don't understand the history of boxing in this city, how has he never fought here? Well, now it's time for that to change. And on July 13th, your champion, Philadelphia's champion, will defend his IBF welterweight world title against the mandatory challenger Cody Crowley, live on DAZN around the world. And when I walked into this arena this morning, the first thing that I said to myself was, wow, what a place. And I looked out, and in the middle of the arena was Jaron Ennis, doing exactly the same thing. What a great thing for someone from this city who has dedicated his whole life to the sport, with his father Bosie and his family, who has lived the life, who is a great ambassador for you all, to finally get his moment to perform here in front of his people, his city, on July 13. But you know the great thing, and I shouldn't really say this, sometimes I go to a city and I tell a little bit of a porky pie. That's a lie in the UK, right? And I say, this kid, oh, he's gonna be a world champion. Oh, he could be a great, oh, he could be this. That's my job. But you see, when you have a fighter like Jaron Ennis, I'm not even lying. So now the whole city can say, not only are we bringing big time world championship boxing back to Philadelphia, but we're doing it with a young man that may be the very best in the entire sport. But he's got to prove it, and he's got to prove it against a very, very tough, undefeated mandatory challenger against Cody Crowley, who I've got to say, he's just as excited as Jaron Boots Ennis. Came up to me earlier with a huge smile on his face. He's already run the Rocky steps this morning. And he said, this is my dream, this is my time. He said, I know this is the big homecoming, but as he said in his Instagram today, I'm going to steal the hearts of Philadelphia. Oh, come on, guys. Nice line.
Not having it.
And we'll speak to both
That's
guys.
a great heart you got.
Yeah. And we'll speak to both guys shortly. Just a word, as always, briefly, before I always start every press conference. Of course, this fight, just part of an unprecedented schedule live on DAZN. DAZN has absolutely become the global home of boxing. Of course, last week, you had Canelo against Munguia live on DAZN. A couple of weeks before, you had Haney Garcia. Tomorrow night in Mexico, we have a huge card with Eduardo Hernandez and Erica Cruz defending her world title. And of course, next week, Fury against Usyk live on DAZN, the undisputed heavyweight world championship from Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. Jai Opetaia, Joe Cordina defending their world titles. Then we fly back to the UK for a huge all-British domestic fight. Jack Catterall against Josh Taylor in Leeds, before we head back out to Riyadh for the 5v5, a historic night, and of course Dimitri Bivol. And then we're in Puerto Rico for one of our other world champions, Subriel Matias, defending his world title. Back to Birmingham after that for an incredible card in the UK. Then we're in Phoenix, of course, for Bam against Estrada. What a fight. July 6th will be announced shortly. July 13th, we're here in Philadelphia, and we cannot wait. Right, let's talk to the fighters, and we'll start with Anthony Gurgis, the manager of Cody Crowley. Welcome.
Thank you.
You guys look very happy to be here. We know there was a lot of back and forward, and a little shout out to Louis DeCubas and Tom Brown and the PBC and your team as well. But you look happy, you look excited. I guess you know the challenge, but your man more than ready for July 13th.
More than ready. No one has seen this version of Cody Crowley. From everything, A to Z, from the management team to the training to the resources, A to Z, no one has seen him. Boots shouldn't even watch video on him. So he'll be unrecognizable on Fight Night on July 13th.
Yeah, we don't watch videos.
Yeah, very good. Stay that way.
Don't need to watch videos.
Very good. I see you forgot the belt at home. You ready to lose it, huh?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Bro, you got emailed that belt. You didn't even win it. You're not even a champion.
Yo, you
didn't even
talking
win it.
crazy, right? He gotta get in that ring. It's gonna get bad for him.
He's ready.
It's
Just so you know, we have
It's
plenty
gonna
of
get
opportunities.
nasty.
He's been wanting you.
But listen,
What happened when we split him in the first time?
come on, man. We talking-
He's here. He's here.
Yo, keep talking. He gonna get the worst beating of his life. I promise you.
Not gonna happen.
I promise you that.
Keep dreaming.
I promise you that.
Keep dreaming.
I promise you that, and we can bet whatever.
Eddie, I'm
And
really
we can bet
sorry that
whatever.
this is his first fight under Matchroom. I'm
we can
really
bet whatever.
sorry. I apologize, because I like you.
Yeah. You know what?
apologize.
We like you
Whatever.
too, but you know the way you talking. You know what I mean? After him, me and you can put the gloves on.
Papa Boots, come on, Papa Boots.
We on it.
I got respect for my elders. I got respect for my elders. Let's go there.
And we on it.
Let's go.
And we on
Let's
it.
go. Come on, Papa Boots.
And we on it. Yo.
Hey, I got respect for my elders, so you just throw the first punch and then I'll handle the rest.
Yo, remember, y'all gotta get out of here. Y'all in my city.
Is that a threat?
Y'all in my
What's the
city.
threat? Is that a threat?
Y'all in my city.
Is that a threat?
Y'all in my city.
Come on, man.
It's gonna get nasty, dog.
We chose to come here.
Keep talking.
He is the real life Rocky
Keep
story,
talking.
man, in
Rocky
your
not
hometown.
real. Rocky is
Hold
not
on.
real.
This is the homecoming?
Rocky
This
not
is the
real.
homecoming?
Rocky not
Where
real.
are all the people? I thought this was a public
Rocky not
opening.
Rocky not
Okay. Man, there's like 10 people here. They're all your family.
Yeah.
Man, stop that.
Yo, you digging your man into a hole,
Eddie,
you
this
hear me?
fight should have been in Ontario. There would have been 15,000 people in here for the press conference. I promise you that.
Why you ain't accept the challenge last year? They offered him $300,000 to fight him. He turned him down. What happened?
We didn't turn down nothing.
What happened to What happened to?
We're here.
I'm happy to answer any questions.
Yeah. What happened?
Answer.
Yo, I like you, Cody. I like you, but he talking that tough shit right there. I'll stop him.
I've been out of
I
boxing.
will stop him.
I've been out of boxing for the last year after people on my team done stuff. So I've been totally out. Then I had people trying to negotiate on my behalf when I've been out. Then I tried to get back into boxing, and then I have emergency double eye surgery. And the second that
They don't like the truth.
no,
They don't like the truth.
I got my eyes taken from me.
He ain't gonna be able to see nothing coming.
So I just said I got my eyes taken from me, and I'm still getting booed. This is kind of Ed, we don't have to have a show July 13th. It takes two to tango, and I'm very, very excited to be here. And I'm very excited to fight Boots Ennis.
Yeah,
I've
thanks for
wanted
coming,
to
man.
fight-
Appreciate you, man.
I've wanted to fight Boots Ennis for a while.
Right.
What
What happened though? What happened?
Thank you. If
What happened?
I already
happened?
know.
Yeah, what happened? Why you didn't fight him though when they offered you that 300,000?
300,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what they said.
Get out of here. This man's
300,000.
worth $1 million.
I'm not talking to you, man. I'm talking to
And
him.
I'm talking on his behalf.
Cody, you want the floor or what? You know what I mean? And really, after we leave here, you can come up my gym. No joke.
More than
A
happy.
friendly joint.
As long as you
Friendly
take me to
joint,
catch
and I
my
will
flight.
stop you.
so I'd love to finish anytime.
Hold on, Bozy.
So I wasn't infighting. I've been dealing with a lot of mental health. I haven't wanted to live for the last couple years. Okay. I just keep getting laughed at. Then my dad hung himself. My dad hung himself.
Sorry to hear about that, Cody. Sorry to hear about that, man.
Just like everyone else in this room, when you have things happen to you, it takes time to get over it. It takes time to heal yourself and come back.
Hold on. Who said that?
Step up.
What the hell is that?
It stopped you too.
You're gonna tell somebody to hang himself. What's wrong with you? Eddie, get these people under control, man.
Just relax. Carry on, Cody.
So I went and I did what I had to do and heal myself. And then I had people, management that weren't on my team still negotiating for me. And like I said, I want to reach out to you and just DM and be like, how can we just make this happen? I want to fight for a world title. And if I fight for a world title, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, 5 world titles. I want to fight the very best fighter in the world. And I believe Jaron Ennis at 147 right now, you are that guy. Why do I want to fight anyone else? I respect you. Jaron, I love you. I hope you have the best sleep Friday night. Saturday, I want the best you to show up because I want to be there. I want to be there. The best me's going to show up.
We appreciate that, brother. Yeah. Appreciate that.
I'm glad you accepted the fight, though.
So you know there's a lot of people that didn't.
Yeah, a lot, right? A whole lot.
And it takes 2 to tango. You can't even put on your gloves by yourself. You need your dad to put them on, don't you?
That's why we need that. We need that fight.
Cody,
I'm here.
Yeah, we need that fight.
One thing you said earlier was, you are the mandatory challenger. You've earned this shot. You're 22-0.
I had WBC opportunities. I had WBA, WBO opportunities, and I chose you.
Well, listen. Let me say one thing. They said you was trying to go to the WBC, but they made you take the IBF.
So for
because you was the mandatory. It was a mandatory for the IBF.
Who made me?
We had a mandatory on the WBC too.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a mandatory there.
All right. But you understand this, but when you say about the email thing, we wanted to fight Crawford, and we wanted to fight Spence.
I know.
So we ain't let nobody take the title. That deserved to be us.
The same thing would happen to him if he was an interim champ and they would have emailed him thing. What you would have said then? He emailed champ too, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Exactly. I can't say yes or no.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You've done what you had to do.
Exactly.
Let's talk, Cody. Let's talk about this fight. You say you believe this guy is the best in the division. You want to test yourself.
Yeah. How come world champions are moving from 47 to 54? How come former world champions won't fight him for a certain amount of money? It's because he's got the crown. He's the man right now.
We did 5,000 tickets on the pre-sale yesterday. We're already smashing the sales today. I think this place is going to be full up. How will you deal with that? There's pressure on him for the homecoming as well, but how excited are you to fight here for a world title with this incredible arena full up?
It's a real life Rocky story, man. I've been through hell and back. I've had my whole entire life taken from me that I'm ready to die July 13th.
Don't say that.
He has a man in front of him ready to die July 13th. I'm serious.
What Drago say?
Mosey, we'll flick over to you. I mean, I know you're ready to fight right now, but
I'm always ready. I'm always ready.
But on a serious note, the importance of bringing big-time boxing, world championship boxing to this city. You guys are Philadelphia through and through. This is the moment where your son can finally get what he deserves in this city.
Absolutely. Yeah, we appreciate Cody for taking the fight. You know what I mean? So many people turn Boots down. Even the top guys, we wanted Spence, we wanted Crawford, Stanionis, what's the other boy? Virgil, all of them. We sent them the word.
And it's a reason why they staying away from me.
I just had to peep in here for a second because I found it hilarious. I seen videos of you on YouTube, right? And you're like, we're supposed to be fighting Cody next.
That's what they said.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's what they told us.
I'm on a beach, getting these DMs laughing because I didn't even have a manager at the time. So how is this going on?
That's what they said to us. You know what I mean?
You see how messed up boxing is.
I got you.
So, last time I was going for the IBF, I was fighting the #1 IBF contender. I went from number 6 after I beat him to number 14.
I remember.
So that tells you that none of this shit is real. It's all fucking illusions. So I don't care. I don't care about this IBF title. I don't need a title. I don't need any of your guys' acceptance. I'm whole myself. I'm happy. I'm just proud of myself to be here. All the shit that I've been through, I woke up. I kept going. How many of you have stuff going on right now in your life, and when you wake up, you question, do I get up and keep going, or do I sit here and pop a Coke and have a little potato chip? It's much easier to do that. It's much easier to sit and be comfy every day. But I'm a champion at heart, and I'm a champion at life, and I get up and I don't quit. I've went through the back door to get here. It is hard. There's gatekeepers. There's certain things you got to do to get to this level. I had my own promotional company. I was my own manager, my own promoter. I've done everything I had to get to this moment, so I'm not going to let people steal my happiness or my joy of this moment. My heart's way too powerful for that. So I send you love, brother.
Yes, sir.
Love. I understand you make money off clicks. It's okay.
Jaron, when I came in today, you know, I saw your face just looking around. You know, it's everything so far the last month or so has just been perfect. Everybody's so excited. But this venue, what a place. I mean, one of the best venues I've ever seen in person. You know, we know this city has so much potential as a fight city, but more than that, it's your home.
Right.
And how excited are you to fight in front of your fans and defend your world title on July 13th?
I'm very excited, you know, to be fighting at the Wells Fargo Center. You know, it's the first big fight here. You know, it's a blessing. You know, I'm glad I'm able to, you know, put on a show, you know, and look good and defend my my belt and retain my belt, you know, in a beautiful fashion, knockout fashion, in front of my friends, family, and supporters.
You're a big favourite in this fight. You know this guy's tough. I know you respect him, and he's undefeated, and he's manager for a reason. But how much pressure is there on you to put in that performance? You got me running my mouth all the time. You got everybody else, and I'm telling everybody that you're a star. You have to deliver that star performance on July 13th.
Listen though, it's really no pressure. I've really been in this game since I was a baby. Like, there's no pressure. None of this stuff is. All this stuff is normal to me. My brother's been at the top for Ennis and Dairy Ennis. They was at the top. I seen all this stuff before. This is like really me being in my house right now. Like, this is normal. It's natural. You know, and on fight night, man, I can't wait. He got more pressure than me. I'm telling you that now. He got 20,000 fans going against him. That's way more pressure than me. You know, it's like me being on the couch sitting at home with my feet up, being here.
We know he's accomplished. We know he's a good fighter. But
Yeah.
what happens on July the 13th?
July 13th, I know he definitely a good fighter. You know, tough guy. You know, but it's gonna get nasty on July 13th. I'm telling you that now. It's gonna get nasty. I'm gonna put on a beautiful show. You know, I'm gonna look good. You know, and we're gonna do it in a knockout fashion.
I know July 13 is obviously the focus, but beyond that, what is the plans of Jaron and Ennis? Unification fights, bringing big fights to the Wells Fargo.
Right. My main focus right now is Cody Crowley, though. That's all my eyes is on. Focus on him right now. But after this, definitely undisputed, for sure. Like, you know, collect the rest of the belts, then go ahead and move to 54 and do the same thing up there.
And obviously, just a quick word on the ticket sales so far. I mean, listen, I was very, very happy last night. You were a bit more chilled. Maybe you knew it was coming, but
Yeah, I did.
you know,
Yeah.
we started off with.
It's anticipated. By the time I fight in July 13th, it's gonna be a year. So everybody missed me. You know, I'm the best. You know, I'm the best. I'm best in this game. I'm most excited in this game, and the fans love to see knockouts. So they gonna come for sure. They're gonna come. They're gonna see me, you know, show out and put on a show and you know, beat him up, break him down, and get that knockout.
Well, before we end, just a final word from everyone on the table. Anthony, you've been absolutely fantastic today. I wish I could have you at every press conference, but July 13th, you back your man to become the new world champion.
Oh, Cody will be walking out a champion on July 13th.
Absolutely not.
He will be walking out
Absolutely.
the IBF world title champion.
Absolutely not.
That's all I gotta say.
Cody, final word from you as well. Cody, a final word from you.
Weren't you just standing on a chair to see?
Cody, a final word from you. Everything you've been through, this moment, fighting for the world title in front of 20,000 people in Philadelphia. You're ready. You're ready for this time.
Yeah, I can't wait. The second I get to walk out in front of all these people booing me, in front of Jaron looking at me thinking that he's gonna walk through me, it's the most beautiful moment of my life where I get to sit and actually show up the highest version of myself and have to walk through that fire, and every decision I've made in my life is gonna show on July 13th. So I'm pretty excited for this to happen. I'm pretty excited to become a champion of the world. And I want to thank Jaron Ennis, because this fight, you are setting me free.
Thank you, Cody. Posey, quick one from you. Just a rally cry to your people, to your city, to come out and support not just your son, but a hell of a fighter on July 3rd.
I want to thank everybody for coming out and buying tickets and everything, and I appreciate Cody and his team for taking the fight. Like I said, you know what I mean? He's a good fighter. You can't take nothing away from me. You know what I mean? You know, I respect him. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a you gonna see something different. See, each time, like Cody can fight, right? You'll see him go to another level. You saw it in the last fight. He go to another level when somebody is real good. You know what I mean? So he might go to a different level this time too. All depends on what Cody's coming out.
And Boots, 9 weeks to go. Yep. Your moment. Again, a quick message to your people for coming out today, for supporting, and just a rally cry. Let's fill this place up July 13th.
A lot of pain in that.
I want to thank Cody.
A lot of hurt in that man.
For coming out again, you know, signing the fight. I appreciate that, but sorry it had to be you. But you know, like I said before, you know, y'all know my slogan. I'm in it out like a robbery, and I can't wait. Make sure y'all tune in July 13th. Don't miss. You know, we're gonna put on that beautiful show. You know, we back on tour, PIAC tour. You know, let's get it, CBJ.
One more thing. We fight inside and we fight outside. You know what I mean? We know how to do it both ways. You know what I mean? So if you want to fight, we fight. You want to box, we can box. We can do everything. You know what I mean?
I'm a pretty honest guy, and Jaron, you know I'm gonna come to fight.
Yes.
So it's gonna be an exciting time. I'm gonna be right there for you.
We appreciate you, brother.
Allow the best man to win.
Yeah,
you know, I'm gonna put my heart.
I'm with that too.
I'm gonna put my heart down, and I know he's gonna do the same thing.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's it.
Appreciate you though, man. We really appreciate you.